So, as a lot of you may know, we here at Four Letter Nerds have recently been dealing with the loss of our director and co-creator Dan Parkhurst, and it is really impacting our show. For the fucking better! I've been hard for like a week! Are you kidding me? This is the best thing that can possibly happen! Dan is dead, he is gone, and I am not in jail because of it. I had nothing to do with it. Best fucking news ever. To celebrate this, we're dedicating this show to the fact that this asshole is 6 feet under.
I got 99 problems, but a bitch ain't one.
I think that a good example of a character that you do pull for, they still turn is
me.
Yeah, Jason.
Yeah.
Like, Jason, please don't fuck it up. Jason, please don't fuck it up. No, Jason, you got diabetes.
His inevitable fall from grace.
The good news is that his fall from grace is usually just the fall from his bed to the bathroom as he's trying to puke.
Well, and that's just going to be his fall from grace because he's going to be lacking a foot.
It's going to be more of the constant hobble from grace.
I think the one that I would say is at least a big one as far as in geek culture or nerd culture is Anakin Skywalker.
What was he in?
There was this
Jingle all the way.
There was this series of films, you may not have heard of them, called Indiana Jones. And the guy that did Indiana Jones also did this other series called Star Wars, and he was in those.
Oh.
Yeah.
Spielberg did
He's a minor character.
Yeah, he's a minor
character. He's not very
character.
important. You might have missed him.
He wears this black hood and a
You don't
cloak.
even see his face for half
Yeah,
the
his
series.
voice is garbage. I mean, it's easy to forget who he is.
Pure evil. I am the Father.
The fall from grace is definitely charted in those first three movies. My problem with them is that
Hayden Christensen is in them.
well, Hayden Christensen was bad, and Jake Lloyd was bad.
Yeah.
I'm a person, and my name is Anakin.
That is why you fail.
But that wasn't necessarily the problem. The problem was
I mean, the only thing good about those movies was Jar Jar Binks.
How rude! How rude!
How rude.
You're the only one who said it. The way that he's going to fall from grace is completely telegraphed because he's willful and he's arrogant. He's almost all powerful, and you understand that he will be corrupted by it. It would have been much more poignant if he was so much more like Luke. That way, in the moment where Luke could have turned to the dark side when the Emperor is torturing him, and he doesn't, and that makes Vader change his mind and throw the Emperor over, that it would have made that mean so much more.
Congratulations! Your transformation to the dark side is complete. Use your incredible power to rule the galaxy.
So they're just like, he's gonna be bad. He's gonna be bad. Oh, look at him. And I'm just like, dude, no. You want to like this character, and you don't want to be like, well, when's he gonna be bad? Because I want to see him kill some folks.
Master Skywalker, what are we going to do?
I think part of it is also the over-the-top betrayal. I mean, I think that Hayden Christensen has had roles that were not terrible.
Jumper.
One of
Go for it.
one of my best friends is a huge Star Wars nerd.
So this is to help you breathe, yes?
Yes.
And which of these buttons calls your parents to pick you up?
We went and saw the recent Amazing Spider-Man, and after watching that movie, immediately my friend said that he wishes that Andrew Garfield would have played.
I would
Oh my
agree with
gosh.
that completely.
Fuck. I'm gonna have to go think about that for a while. Great power comes great recommability. Oh, Mom!
Hi, Mrs. Heiser. He has a much more endearing nature.
Yeah.
I think that Hayden Christensen is roboting his way through life.
You're supposed to really pull for that hero. You're like, please don't turn. Please don't turn. Please don't turn.
Mm-hmm.
And when they do, you're like, fuck.
If Anakin had been more like Luke, we would have been like,
Yeah,
no,
yeah,
don't do
like,
it.
no, don't do it, no.
You don't have to do this.
Call it. This is the best I can do. Let's see if the coin thinks you're telling the truth.
Another great one is Harvey Dent, because he starts off as potentially being the messiah for Gotham. He does everything that Batman does, but does it within the law. That he's a character that gets completely fucked.
What?
Proper fuck.
I do not like getting partially fucked.
I know. Yeah, seriously. Just like shit or get off the pot.
Wouldn't it be shit or get off the cock at that point?
You win.
Harvey Dent.
I can't even think. His fall from grace happens because he has so much stripped away from him. His entire life's work is just like fisted.
Yeah.
Into him.
A lot of the time, fall from grace leads to some kind of identity crisis. People will try to maintain what they know by doing terrible and unspeakable things.
Ozymandias from Alan Moore's Watchmen. By the end of it, I know we're supposed to be horrified by him, but from the first time I read the comics when I was in high school, I just went, yeah, good job. You did what I would have done, and that's just because I'm like a godless, atheist, liberal, which he is.
The power of Christ compels you!
Guess what? It's not that compelling.
He's really interesting in that respect because everyone is horrified by him in the end, but he still doesn't realize the scene where he's taking the time to just meditate upon all of the people who have died. Masturbate. I'm sure that's later. I'm sure he also masturbates to all the people that died.
Won't you be my neighbor?
James Gandalf, fuck me. Mom!
Now we're talking. He's doing the hero thing, but he's doing it in such a way that it hurts a lot of people.
Yeah, I know.
But in the end, he saves so many more.
His plan completely works, and you're left with this sinking feeling in your stomach.
Someone mentioned Bill Clinton.
Oh yeah.
Oh yes, okay.
And Martha Stewart.
And Martha Stewart. Yeah, let's talk about those people.
I would
real
love to
people.
talk about Martha Stewart.
Yeah.
She's a fall from grace and a redemption story.
I went to culinary school and I'm now a certified chef. Throughout my youth, a lot of my mom and my brother's understanding of food came from two people, and one of them is Martha Stewart, who completely debased society's opinion of them and still managed to maintain a brand. The other is Paula Deen.
Oh.
Don't talk shit on a fellow diabetic.
Paula Deen's story is actually a classic tragedy in that what was her strengths became her weaknesses. The fact that she put butter and sugar and fat and death and everything be the thing that's going to kill her.
Yeah.
So I had to eventually have a talk with my mom, being like, listen, instead of taking your example from the dumbest women on the planet about what food should be, why don't you come and talk to me and I'll give you a little bit better advice.
No one's gonna listen to you till you have a fall
Well,
from grace story.
well, let's not say that Martha Stewart's the dumbest woman on the planet. She got caught.
Yeah,
She got
that's
caught,
I mean,
but
she's a smart lady.
She's making it
She
work
just,
still.
yeah, she made it work.
which shows you how fat and sad America is.
Yeah.
Paula
Oh,
Deen,
that's true.
not America.
I think I hated Martha Stewart until I saw her on Conan, and he gave her like a 2-day-old burrito from Taco Bell, and he had her drink a 40 on the show.
And she
I was like,
did.
and she did it, and I was like, Martha Stewart, okay, you and I are cool now.
That's
Martha Stewart did an
awesome.
episode with Snoop Dogg.
Today he's in the hizzle, representing gangsters everywhere. Please welcome Snoop Dizzle.
It's kind of hard being Snoop Double G.
What's that?
That's a shank. May I kick a little something for the G's?
I want to
And
see
he-
that.
What I wanted them to
he
do
got
was
her
cook
so
with
high.
weed butter. I wanted them to cook with weed butter so bad.
You
They
know
probably
they-
did.
you know
I don't
they
smoke
probably did.
marijuana.
They
They're
probably
all
did.
police watching this episode.
I think I'm having an overdose of this girl as my wife.
Overdose of what?
Marijuana. And I think we're dead. Time is going by really, 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 really slow.
Weed's not hard enough for me, but
Insulin.
It's
Just
just
the
like-
insulin.
They had cocaine butter.
Paula Deen would be all about it because it would make her thinner.
She's gonna ride the snake.
Ride the snake.
So her and Jason are gonna be playing legless hopscotch. for all of eternity.
I was wondering in one of these episodes you just turned into insulting Jason for a few minutes.
Yeah.
You were implying that he was ever in a position of grace to begin with.
If only
It's true.
insulin was a 4-letter word.
You are. I actually looked at Jason in one of the name dictionaries. It did say God's mistake. So I figured that was